In this video, we're going to take a look at automatic lot setbacks. This is a feature new to TPC Desktop 2015. Prior to this release, you could do this using the right-of-way offset tool, but lot setbacks are easier, a little more flexible as far as offset distances, and correspond real well with how LandXML handles lot setbacks as well. There are three parts to lot setbacks that we're going to look at in this video. One is specifying the offset distances or setback distances for front, rear, and side. The second is to tell Traverse PC to draw the setbacks and choose a line type, width, and color. We do that in the Traverse settings. And the third is to specify which lot lines are actually front, which are side, and which are rear. So I've imported this LandXML subdivision, and I've got 82 parcels. Parcels are a special group of traverses that identify these as lots or parcels, and these are the traverses that Traverse PC can do setbacks for. So let's go ahead and zoom in here real quick. I'm just going to pick a little part of this, doesn't really matter where we do this. And I'm going to turn on all of the lot settings here, so we can have names and areas for each of these lots. Okay. And I want to show you what LandXML brought in for us, and that is the setback distances. So for each of these lots, here I'm going to choose lot 21. I can go into Traverse Properties, and here's the Setbacks tab that specifies the front, side, and rear setback distances. So I imported these from LandXML, but I could just as easily have entered them into each traverse. In fact, I'm going to close this and open up the survey information. And we see that for each survey, I can specify default setback distances, again, for front, side, and rear. So any new traverse that I create in this survey will automatically get these setback distances. I then can go into the traverse properties you just saw a moment ago and modify them. So LandXML correlates well with Traverse PC in that it stores these distances and transfers these back and forth as we import and export LandXML. So importing a LandXML file here is a great way to show this to you. So that's the first part, is to specify the setback distances for front, side, and rear. The second is actually to draw them. So let's go back into our parcels, go back into the Traverse settings, and here's a new tab for setbacks. And we simply select the line type that I want to use. I'm going to use kind of a tight dashed line for this. We choose the line width and the color, and OK. And Traverse PC goes ahead and draws all those setback lines for us. So each of these lots included setback distances, and we've now told Traverse PC for each of these lots also to go ahead and draw the setbacks. And I did all of the lots, all 82 of these parcels, just with one right click. And Traverse PC then applied that to all the traverses or lots that are highlighted. So I could come back and turn these off and do one or two at a time. I just chose to select the parcel's name and highlighted all of them, made updating those settings real easy. Let's talk just very briefly about the third step here, then, which is setting the lot setback type. And we're actually going to cover that in another video for setbacks, because there's lots of ways to edit these setback types, and I want you to see how easy it is to do in Traverse PC. But let's come over to this lot 21 again, and I'm just going to make this a little larger so you can see how this works. And let's put the cursor over this line from 62 to 65. We're going to right click and tell Traverse PC we want to set the setback type from whatever it is currently to, in this case, front. So we just set the setback type in Traverse PC, computed the new offset so that it's 15 feet instead of 10 feet based on whatever the geometry was, in this case a curve and sideline tangents, and it moved that setback line back to the 15 feet and redrew it for us. So in the next video we'll take a look at some tools to select those easily and get the setback lines just the way you want them. So you can see that once I understand that I need to set the setback distances, I need to choose how to draw the setbacks in the Traverse settings, and then I go in and edit which lines are front, side, and rear. Traverse PC really just takes care of the rest, and that's why we call these automatic setbacks.